I praise to Yahweh, Barsham Yahushai, Barsham Racha Kwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers and hours and the Bible teaching the truth in all sincerity and in all honesty. We're the Hebrew Israelites. You know, it's our duty, what we do every week, and we prophesy the downfall of the society and also ushering of the kingdom of heaven, which shall be led by the Lord and Savior, Yahushai, whom the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ, along with the elect of the nation of Israel. Now, as far as you can see, we are heading to World War III at this present moment, and we're going speedily in World War III. We need to start, because this is the thing. There's a thing called prophecy. And people tend to say, that was Bible days, or that was Bible days, but we're still living in Bible days. You best believe it, because this time that you're living in, it is written in the book. So therefore, if you are a man of wisdom or some form of understanding, is supposed to try to figure out where in the book are we located, or what time in prophecy are we located at the moment, because we have some serious events that take place on the earth. One might say from them a little picnic, them will happen. But the thing is, you can't match up the events with prophecy. Now the other day, Donald J. Trump was in a press conference and he said something very, very important which go back to the scriptures. He said, the US military or the US Army or whatsoever, I'm going to bring out a sixth part of the military, which is the Space Force, which line up with prophecy. No, that is a major thing according to the Bible. That Space Force that Donald J. Trump talk about, which goes back to the scriptures. So we, as the men of the Lord, we can tell you, or we can show you the things that will get done now. I'll show you where in the Bible it was written. Since when I just have the Bible to put on our arm, or have it for fairy tale, I just read Psalms and misinterpret what the Psalms are saying. We actually know what the Bible speaks about. So we can match back the Bible with current events, situations where take place at this very moment. Now what scripture? I'm going to forget a scripture. Obadiah. Oh yeah, Obadiah. Now what see?
Obadiah 1. 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock.
Right now, this is the Lord speaking that the pride of thine heart deceived thee. Who is the Lord speaking to? The Lord is speaking to the so-called white man there. They are known as the biblical Edomites. They are not white. They are red. They have no color in their skin. They have a translucent skin. That's why when you look on them skin, you see them vein, them blood. Therefore, them red. You people are people of color because you have pigmentation in the skin. Melanin, to be precise. You have different shades of melanin. So therefore, that's the reason why the so-called white man call you colored people. So here is the Lord speaking unto the Caucasian, which means cave dweller. Right? Go ahead.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Thou exalt thyself as the eagle.
Yeah, and in that same summit, what Donald Trump was saying that for America's national security and stuff like that. In saying that, basically, nobody can take them down because them have a strong navy, them have a strong military, them have a strong air force, and right now, them are dealing with a strong space force. So in the heart of these men, they are saying that no one can take them down. Right. Exactly, Tawala. Which is pride, and we know the scripture said, pride is when one departed from his maker. So therefore, these men are seeking to have a fight with the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, which is a hell of a pride. Go ahead.
Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh.
No, somebody, any of you might read that scriptures, but you don't understand what it means. It says, though exaltest thyself like the eagles, and setteth thy nest among the stars. See, yeah, that's the reason why I have to go into them words. And first thing, if you look at the emblem of the US country, even Russia, all them Edomite countries, what them have for them emblem, them have the eagle. Which, exactly, even yet at Rome, have the eagle. Because the eagle is the proudest bird and fly the highest. But the higher you climb is the harder you fall. See? And when the eagle make him sweep, him boisterous because he have whole heap of speed. Because in the height, I come from extremely far. See? And when he said, thou settest thy nest among the stars, if you look up that word nest, it means a collection of weaponry. So if this is a scripture where a lot of people think that is done for, I'm telling you that these men are going to set up a collection of weaponry up on this space stations and satellites to fire laser beams at the Lord when upon his second arrival. Get written in the book. See? Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 16. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
Hey, because this is the thing. When you look on the earth now, each time America said they're going to bring democracy to these countries in the Middle East, or after they use chemical weapon on them people, what your name again? Saddam Hussein are killing people and there with this and that and whatsoever. At the end of the day, them say they're going to bring liberation to the people of those countries. But at the same time, them go and bring genocide, murder, or rape, rob these countries in the name of democracy. That's all these countries do. That's all America do. See? Read back the scripture again now.
Jeremiah chapter 49 verse 16. Thy terribleness hath deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
And if any of these countries don't want to go the way of the American philosophy, then that country will be destabilized, bomb, sin, and end up bankruptcy.
Or there should be one of them
puppet. Exactly. See, just like in the 80s, them pushing Siaga to be a perfect puppet. Because Edward Siaga is not but a CIA puppet. See? So,
because if you look, Edward Siaga doing degree in social works, right? But when he come in, all the contribution he make to Jamaica is multinationalism. Famous multinationalism. Set and apart from that, he's known for what? Building the financial sector of Jamaica, right? Which include a whole heap of different foreign investors, right? But when you look at Michael Manley do what? Michael Manley never have a degree in social work like Siaga did. But at the same time, him implement pension plan. You see me?
Because Michael Manley believe in democratic socialism, means sustenance, sustainability. That was what Michael Manley believed in. The people to farm, or the country to farm, and can sustain itself along with neighboring Caribbean island. That was what Michael Manley believed in. But the same government, the same CIA come and infiltrate and destroy the Jamaican government back then. And that is the reason why the country is in a turmoil unto this day. And all these things have happened to fulfill prophecy. And you need to know that perfectly. Yeah, as the brother said, not no random. All these things happen to fulfill the book. Because the book needs be fulfilled. Else, one can say that the Lord is a liar. And it is written, the Lord is not a man that he should lie. Continue.
Although that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, that holdest the height of the hill, thou shouldest make thy nest as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord.
Right, so like how them all do that now, which it started from in the 70s, but now, them all literally get a whole heap of them weaponry up there now. This is the Lord speaking. He said, though you set your nest as the eagle, them all bring you down. So this the time when them set up them weaponry now, the Lord are planning to bring them down. Because it's like them are take up sticks and stones to fight against missiles. Because them as Apostle Gabriel said, them primitive weaponry, seeing I come fight against the powers that be. Or the power that be. See, because them little soft technology where East have, yes, we know East have some shit because the Lord give them the spirit to make them weaponry, but it is nothing in comparison to what the church of the Lord can do. It is nothing in comparison with spiritual power, and nothing in comparison with the angels of the Lord. So therefore, them are going to have a run for them money. As the scripture said, as a matter of fact, I can find in 2 Ezra 13 chapter 2. We'll finish up this and then go 2 Ezra 13 chapter.
Verse 17. Also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished.
Right, so where's modern Edom? Modern Edom is America. The scripture said Edom shall be a desolation. Meaning the missiles are going to lick America and beat it to powder. All them skyscrapers here look on the states, the way them are flat. That is the reason why when the Lord Yahushua say not one stone now gonna be left upon another, when him return, that's how it mean. All them big skyscrapers in the states, all of them are gonna flat. Every single one are going to beat to ashes, to powder, to dust, as the brother said. Thus said the Lord. See? Go ahead.
And shall hiss at all the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah.
And this was the same way how the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, by splitting the atom and burning it. The only difference is that the Lord had given these men, Albert Einstein, all them scientists, the technology, the knowledge, how to come up with the technology, how to put the atom in a warhead, and put it in a capsule to transport it from one continent to a next continent. That's exactly. See, so the Lord used these men to create the weapon of his indignation to get his job done.
Right.
And you need to know that. Because these missiles were not made or created in vain. They will get used just like how you see Russia use them S-300 missile, surface-to-air missile. And the same way them nuclear missiles here get created to be used. And them will get shot off in the ends of the earth. See? Go ahead.
So Isaiah 55.
Alright, finish this and then.
As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord. No man shall abide there, neither shall a son of a man dwell in it.
Yeah, because every life form will get burned in America. It tell you that the habitation of America is going to be for foul spirit and every unclean and hateful serpents and birds. So you can find like the Komodo dragon there, snakes, the scorpions, the owl, seeing spirits are going to do that as well. You name it. All these things are going to dwell there. that is going to be the home of all these unclean animals or serpents. See?